Hi, I'm Sean, and a warm welcome to my channel. Today, I'm chatting about the astrology for the week starting Monday the 9th of Feb. The big event of the week is Saturn entering Aries on Friday the 13th for 2 years. I did laugh when I noticed it was Friday the 13th. It does have a reputation, but let's keep it at the level of humor. So I'll look at each transit and then briefly chat about each sign. So scroll down for your sun, moon, and rising sign. On Tuesday, Venus enters Pisces. Relationships shift into a gentle and open mood. This may show up as wanting to reconnect with someone, starting a fun new project, or helping a friend without expecting anything in return. People may daydream more, enjoy music or movies that create happy emotions, or feel drawn toward healing things like enjoying a walk on the beach. While this transit encourages kindness, it can also lead to unclear expectations, so simple chats helps keep things steady. Then on Thursday, Mercury conjuncts the North Node, our destiny. This alignment helps communication that shapes our future direction. People might receive important messages, have conversations that change plans, or gain insight during reflection, meditation, or creative thinking. Examples could be hearing news about a job, reconnecting with someone who influences future choices, or suddenly seeing a personal goal with new clarity. This day encourages paying attention to intuitive thoughts, dreams, or symbolic moments. Then Friday is the big day. Saturn moves into Aries at 0 degrees. This is big. I did make a video, which I'll post in the description below. While this is a 2-year transit, so we can expect major changes over a long period, I often find on the actual day of the shift, we see a spike in effect. I think this shift could inspire people to start long-term projects or take the first step on something they've delayed. Some examples might be starting a business idea, committing to a fitness routine, organizing finances, or taking leadership in an important situation. This is the strongest new beginning energy of the week, or even year, and it rewards steady effort. I have a friend at work who will be submitting her PhD proposal around this time. The doctorate will take her around 2 years full-time. Astrologically, this is perfect timing. Okay, so let's look at each sign. And again, please listen to my video on Saturn moving into Aries, or do some research on your own. It's fascinating stuff. Hi Aries, Venus moves through your 12th house, helping you rest, pause, and take space from noise. You may enjoy time alone, cancel plans, or reconnect with quiet hobbies. Saturn enters your first house on Friday, starting a 2-year cycle of taking yourself seriously. You may sign up for a program, change your look, or set a firm personal boundary. Wishing you a great week. Hi Taurus, Venus enters your 11th house, bringing enjoyable contact with friends and groups. You may join a class, host a game night, or reconnect with someone you haven't seen in a while. Saturn moves into your 12th house on Friday, asking you to commit to healthier patterns. You may delete old chats, reduce screen time, or face a private habit that needs structure. Dump those addictions you don't need. Wishing you a great week. Hi Gemini, Venus moves into your 10th house, bringing positive interactions at work. You may reconnect with a colleague, update your profile, or receive kind feedback on a project. Saturn enters your 11th house on Friday, beginning a longer chapter of building stronger community ties. You may define who your real circle is or commit to a long-term group goal. Wishing you a great week. Hi Cancer, Venus enters your 9th house, encouraging simple learning and exploration. You may pick up a new book, plan a trip, or sign up for a short course. Saturn moves into your 10th house on Friday, pushing you to take your goals seriously. You may decide to build a new routine, switch direction in your career, or take a leadership step. Have a wonderful week. Hi Leo, Venus moves through your 8th house, helping shared matters become easier to navigate. You may sort out bills, talk about shared plans, or receive support from someone. Saturn enters your 9th house on Friday, starting a cycle of disciplined growth. You may choose to study something long-term or commit to a belief or path more seriously. Have a wonderful week. Hi Virgo, Venus enters your 7th house, making relationships smoother. You may spend more time with a partner, reconnect with someone important, or enjoy cooperative teamwork. Saturn enters your 8th house on Friday, bringing commitment to shared finances or shared responsibilities. You may set new financial rules or create a clear plan with someone. Tackle that credit card. You can do it. Wishing you a great week. Hi Libra, Venus enters your 6th house, improving daily routines. You may update your workspace, streamline tasks, or enjoy simple daily rituals. Saturn enters your 7th house on Friday, marking a period of long-term relationship building. You may define a partnership, agree on clearer roles, or commit to healthier relationship habits. Have a wonderful week. Hi Scorpio, Venus moves into your 5th house, bringing enjoyment through creativity or simple pleasure. You may start a project, reconnect with your playful side, or enjoy more time with children or romantic interests. Saturn enters your 6th house on Friday, encouraging healthier routines. You may adjust your schedule, set limits at work, or take on a long-term responsibility. Sign up for a 2-year gym membership, but if that's too horrendous to think about, commit to a healthy smoothie once a week. Wishing you a great week. Hi Sagittarius, Venus enters your 4th house, bringing comfort and connection at home. You may cook with family, rearrange a room, or fix something that has been sitting for a while. Saturn enters your 5th house on Friday, beginning a cycle of structured creativity. You may take a hobby seriously, work on a skill, or define a romantic pattern more clearly. A quick question. Do you have any hobbies you could monetize? Have a wonderful week. Hi Cap, Venus moves into your 3rd house, supporting easy communication. You may enjoy short trips, catch up with siblings, or start a new writing project. Saturn moves into your 4th house on Friday, beginning a long chapter of building stronger foundations. You may commit to a home project, set a boundary with family, or start focusing on long-term stability. Wishing you a great week. Hi Aquarius, Venus enters your 2nd house, helping you feel more comfortable with spending and earning. You may make a small purchase, organize your budget, or receive a simple form of support. Saturn enters your 3rd house on Friday, marking a period of disciplined learning and communication. You may choose to study something new or commit to improving your communication style. Have a wonderful week. Hi Pisces, Venus enters your 1st house, encouraging you to soften your energy and treat yourself kindly. You may update your appearance, enjoy a personal ritual, or attract positive attention. Saturn enters your 2nd house of money on Friday, starting a 2-year focus on building long-term financial stability. You may set a saving plan, adjust spending, or build a new income stream. Why not go onto your banking app and start a small savings plan? Just an idea. Wishing you a great week.